Welcome back to Break Spring Podcast. I'm your host Jonas.
I'm your host Parker.
We're having some malfunctions today. My camera won't work, and you can probably tell because this is a random picture of me. But it's been too long, so we have to get one out. Last week was low key just all Parker's fault. Sunday he was busy. Monday through Wednesday busy, and Thursday and Friday I'm pretty sure he had people over, so we could not record. He also did not come over Sunday, but also it was my mom's birthday, so I mean it didn't really matter if he could come over or not, because there was also another snowstorm. So it was just it was bad. There was so much issues with us recording, that it's not even funny. But it is time to put out a new pod episode. Parker, haven't talked to you in a bit. What's going on?
It's been 2 weeks. Wrestling.
I
Brock
can't
Lesnar's
stand
gonna
this
be in
kid.
Boston.
Are you going to that show?
I might. I keep bringing it up to my uncle just to kind of be an
I
annoying.
I
kid.
just I
But-
don't I don't want to go to a show for a little bit. I've been having bad luck with WWE. So I mean, if I go to a
Just-
show,
just-
it's Independence or AEW.
Just for just to put it out there, I'm not going to. If I do go to that show, it's not only because of Brock. I'm just going because they don't come here much often, once a year maybe.
Yeah, and it's
So.
Road to Mania. There's no reason to not really go.
It's like 2-3 weeks before, so I mean something.
And
cool might happen.
Roman's gonna be there. I saw that.
Ooh, that'd be
So,
cool.
all right.
The coolest person I've seen is
Oh,
like
my bad,
Punk
go ahead.
or Cody.
Yeah, Punk. I think. Yeah, I haven't seen like any legends per se. Like the thing
We were
is.
supposed to see Ray, but that match ended up getting
Oh yeah, I
canceled.
did see
Remember?
Ray. I did see Ray.
I was supposed to see him. I never got to. I saw Drew.
Yeah, right in
I saw
front of you.
Triple
That's
H and
funny.
Shawn Michaels
Yep. You also saw Triple
separately,
H.
but
Yeah, you saw Triple H at the Cena, and then Shawn Michaels walked out in front of you.
that was so. But I was like, no way. He's like, it was so weird because I'm at an NXT show and he's like right in front of me. I was screaming. I lost my voice. I was like, Shawn.
So funny.
I love rewatching that video.
But this is a kind of packed episode. We gotta go over. I don't think we're not going over the week before, but we gotta talk about Elimination Chamber predictions because that is this Saturday.
Yes.
And then yeah, right. I think that's. Oh yeah, Revolution's March. Revolution's March, so we'll be
probably
fine.
next pod.
No, it's like late March. I'm pretty sure.
So I'm like 3. All right.
Let's see. March 15th, so mid-March, so like 2 more.
Nice.
We also do have like videos that we recorded 2 weeks ago, but Jaden didn't send them to me at all, so I didn't get to upload those. And I haven't edited them, so hopefully they'll be out this week. Also, those videos include 2K videos, but that season's over soon if I get 2K26, because, you know, we're still broke. We're not making money off these. But if somebody wants to buy it for us, I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. But whenever 2K26 is in our hands, technically, because I have digital only. But I will be we'll be talking about a new season and a new title. So.
We'll be playing 2K26. That's
Yes,
what he's trying to
at
say.
some point.
At some point.
Also, I want to make a new BTR title. I've been messing with that. I've been just doing things. But before we lose all our viewers, we gotta talk about the actual wrestling. So we're gonna start with Raw from the 16th. And this is the. This isn't first since Rumble. This is like our first pod since Rumble. I'm pretty sure. Besides like the actual day after.
Besides the one right before,
Yeah.
right after, yeah. It is.
But it was an okay Raw. That last night's was not good. It was so boring. But
Bronson, I feel so bad. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week.
the show opened with CM Punk. Wait 1 second. All right, we're back. We fixed things, and this is gonna be an awful podcast episode, but whatever. We're gonna start with Raw from the 16th, like we were trying to do, and the show started with the Vision hijacking the Usos, and then LA Knight came out, proposed a 6-man tag match, where LA Knight and Usos would take on Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul, which I thought was gonna be the main event, but it happened right then.
Did we bring up how Braun's injured? Like, was that last podcast you brought it up, or?
Braun with the
Now,
hernia? We didn't have a
yeah.
podcast last week.
No, I know. Like, it wasn't after the Rumble, was it?
Yeah, it was, because remember, that's why he was mad.
Oh, yeah.
But,
That makes sense. Anyway.
Bronson Reed drove LA Knight through the ring barricade shortly after he dove for the ropes to take out Jimmy and Jay. After hurling Jay over the announce table, Bronson threw Jimmy back in the ring to set up Logan Paul for the hard right hand. That was a nasty KO punch. I don't know if you remember it, but Jimmy sold that like a mother hecker, bro.
LA Knight or Logan's punch.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
I do
kind of
remember that.
that was pretty good. And then Bronson hit the tsunami to pick up the win over LA Knight in the World Tag Team Champions. After the bell, the Masked Man, which I'm so tired of, ran in and stomped Logan Paul onto the announce table as he was yelling at Michael Cole, talking about like, "This is greatness." So
It's got to be Grayson Waller.
yeah, and I think I have a hot take about this, and that's that they did the positions wrong, and that Austin should be the face, because we had been talking about before how the fans were getting behind Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller, he's just got such a punchable face.
I did see when this is kind of like a spoiler to last night, but when everyone was out on the ramp, to celebrate AJ, Grayson Waller has a full beard now. Like it's not like his like half, like it's like full, and the Masked Man people have zoomed in and he has a beard, so that's kind of given us more of a hint.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
that's been people's main argument, that it's not him. That like, oh, he has a full beard. Grayson doesn't have a full beard now.
I'm doing a Twitter check real quick, and Bronson Reed has posted a GIF of the Terminator, the thumb going into the fire. So funny. But no, I thought it was honestly a solid match to open the show. Glad the division didn't close the show for the 8th week in a row.
It was a good match. They definitely, on purpose, didn't didn't have them close the show. So
I think also they wanted to send the crowd home happy, especially with who won the main event. And this was kind of like annoying because it would have left off on another cliffhanger with the Masked Man not revealing himself, which I think we're long overdue for. Because like I said, I'm so tired of the Masked Man stuff, and I don't think that's a hot take, but it could be. But I don't know. All right, the next match was Asuka defeats Bayley and Natty in an Elimination Chamber triple threat qualifying match. Asuka took advantage with Natty knocked out of the ring. She then made Bayley tap out to the Asuka lock, and as a result, she will be in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. After the match, Maxine Dupree attacked Natty on the ramp, and then they announced a match for what was yesterday's Raw, which we'll talk about that next week. But geez, it was a stinker. But I thought this match was overall fine. I honestly could have seen Bayley winning here, but also I was thinking about the Asuka Kyrie angle. Maybe she would have gotten involved. She also was in the qualifying match last night, but she didn't make it in, which I was surprised about. Honestly thought it was going to be Asuka Kyrie, and then they end their alliance in the chamber or something like that, but guess not.
What was I gonna say? The chamber, the women's side's really confusing me. Not like confusing me, but I mean it like I don't really have a good prediction. Like I have like a few like decent guesses, but I don't like for the men's. There's a obvious favorite, but not for the women's.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Yes. Oh wait, we did something good for once by recording late, because we know who's in the chambers.
Oh, that's smart.
We did that on purpose, guys. Did that completely on purpose. No, we didn't. We didn't do any of it on purpose.
No, yes, we did. Yes, we did.
But I think the chambers are shaping up to be pretty good. The men's side is pretty fun, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But the women's side, yeah, I don't know who's winning at all. But I mean, we'll talk about it because we got to do predictions.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil it. What is so funny?
They showed Joe Hendry's entrance for 2K26
I know,
and
I
him
sent it
turning
to you.
around. Did you? I didn't pay attention. It's so goofy. It's like
Because he probably
it's just
mocaped it.
funny. Yeah, it's also just it's just so weird to see him in 2K. I can't wait.
This kid's gonna main Joe Hendry.
Oh,
Oh, you know
100%.
what I'm excited about for the 1v1 videos? There is a literal mystery superstar button where you don't see who you are until they make their entrance.
Ooh, I like. We should
So
do that then.
that's gonna be cool. Yeah, I think 2K26 is gonna be really good. There's a lot of cool features. There's the I Quit, 3 Stages of Hell. There's dumpster matches. There's ragdoll physics. I don't know if you saw that. So
Like,
you can get thrown off of buildings basically
oh, awesome. That's
Also,
awesome.
there are physics with the stairs. You can get suplexed onto the stairs and ladders and chairs, all that stuff. You can
I've
put
been wanting
you
that
can
for so
put you
long.
can put somebody's arm through a chair and make them tap out. You can do all that stuff.
Oh, so just weapons are more advanced.
Yeah, they basically took the mods that they were losing sales to and put it in their game. So
That's awesome. Oh, frickin' Kiana James is the other person in the women's chamber we were talking about earlier.
yeah, I mean she showed out in the Rumble.
She's getting a big push, and no one's really complaining about it. She is pretty good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
That match wasn't bad. We then had probably one of the early contenders for promo segment of the year, where Stephanie and Liv had a sit down talk.
Mhm.
It was interesting because neither of us speak Spanish. So we knew very little of what she was saying, but I think the way that Liv just started sobbing when Dom told her really
I saw some
helped.
captions. I think she called her
Some
the B
nice
word.
things, yeah, some nice things.
Yeah.
But I think the way that they had Dom convey the message and then Liv was like just sobbing, I think that was a good way of just like showing that Dom did not want to tell her these things, showing that Dom is still protective. So I mean, kind of helping the fact that people were like, "Oh, they're gonna turn eventually." I don't know if Dom will turn on Liv. I think it's more of a Liv turning on Dom if that happens, but who knows? It's the Judgment Day, never ends. Um,
I I I don't know how I don't know how they would have Liv turn on Dom in that
it's
sense.
it's like just like I think him just annoying her, like just literally like
Sorry,
the dumbest. It could be the dumbest
I saw
thing.
this tweet and I have to read it out.
Oh god.
So Cultaholic tweeted, Brock Lesnar issued an open challenge. Who do you want to answer it? And AJ Francis quoted it and said, "If I jobbed to Brock Lesnar in 3 minutes at WrestleMania, it would be the longest singles match of my WWE career by 30 seconds. This is why I'm
Okay.
grateful for TNA."
I saw somebody quote tweeted with the cops. So but we then had CM Punk accuse the Judgment Day of dragging down Finn Balor. Pretty decent segment spot. Finn is still coming out to his old theme, which cool. Helps him get over with the crowd. He's doing the hand motions even though he's a heel. Like it's working. It is working.
Mm.
And I feel like he might have a chance. I don't know. This promo was pretty good. I thought it showed that Finn is still with Judgment Day, but kind of like believes what Punk's saying. You know what I mean? He stood his ground, but when they did the backstage segment, man, I don't
Mm.
know. It's a little. I don't know. I feel like it's possible though. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, like I don't know how to like really explain it, but I feel like they either like should do full face or full heel. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? Like how you were saying he's still doing the hand motions even though he's a heel. I still think it's like you should either do them and just be a full face or not do them and be a full heel.
I
But I
sent
understand
you.
why they want the crowd engagement.
I sent you the video of the ragdoll physics if you want to look real quick.
I'm going to.
But no,
I saw this video earlier. I just
I do think Finn is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do think Finn is on track to hopefully revitalize his career.
Was it
honestly.
Javon?
Yeah, it's Javon.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. I don't know. I'm weary of Finn.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how it goes.
we then had Penta defeat El Grande Americano in an Intercontinental title and number one contenders match, which I'm pretty sure Penta faces Dom next week, which would be the 30th. So, wait, no, not the 30th. February doesn't have 30
Javon
days.
falling is so funny.
February doesn't have 30 days, right? Please,
Anyway,
please don't tell me I'm right, or please tell me I'm right. February doesn't have 30 days, right? No, okay. I'm smart, guys, I promise. Next Monday is March 2nd. So yeah, in 2 podcasts. Oh, no!
what?
Revolution's a Sunday.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay, so you'll come over and we'll do predictions for it that day. It helps us with the match predictions, but it does not help us with the fact that we have school the next day. So that's gonna suck. But back to WWE. When Rayo and Bravo attempted to interfere, original El Grande Americano emerged from under the ring to neutralize the pair and allow Penta to overcome El Grande Americano with a Mexican Destroyer. With this win, Penta becomes the number one contender for Dirty Dom's IC Championship, and I think he should win. Penta was on track early 2025 for the world title and never got it.
He got injured.
But I think he should get it. I thought he should have got it last year when they were fighting in Germany. Like right before Mania.
Yeah, I think he should have. But also, it was just, I think they just did kind of screw up the whole, it would have kind of screwed up the whole 4-way thing. And Dom winning was such a huge moment.
No, it wasn't right before Mania. Because he fought Dom. So he wouldn't have been fighting Dom. It was like after. I don't know. It was some point. But I thought this match was actually really good. I think this is.
It was definitely decent for Raw.
I think this is El Ludwig Americano's best TV match for at least WWE.
I couldn't disagree.
I mean, like, Penta was hitting him hard and Ludwig was fighting back, so.
A lot of people were like, holy crap, El Grande has a good match on TV.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Also, I'm so over original El Grande.
Huh?
I'm so done with original El Grande, and it's not
That's
even.
quick. He came out the Rumble.
No, I just don't care.
Or just El Grande in general.
Dude, I'm over Chad Gable. He just does not sell it for me anymore.
That's interesting.
I never liked him that much. I get that the dude is an Olympic gold medalist and can do the chaos theory and kill people's necks, but no. So, I don't know. We then had AJ Lee, offering Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch a free punch after a tense war of words before their Elimination Chamber title match. In Chicago, AJ's basically like second home. Because if you can't believe it, she's married to CM Punk. I know it's crazy. He doesn't say that often or mention it ever, but they're married.
They are married for a while now.
That is true.
I believe.
AJ Lee, legend. Her promos don't sell me that much, but I think she might be able to do good in the ring still. But yeah, that is set in stone. IC title match, Elimination Chamber, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. And I mean, we're here. Do you want to just do the prediction now?
For Chamber?
For AJ Lee, yeah. For AJ Lee, Becky. Because, I mean, we're talking about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You go first because you're champ.
AJ.
Yeah, it's a gimme. It is.
I really hope so.
I feel like it's
I really hope so.
obvious, but then again, I don't know. Because, like, obvious is kind of what they like to go with, and obvious isn't a bad thing, but
Twitter is full of idiots.
why?
Sorry, I know I was looking random, but somebody said, I can't believe AJ was the first person to be announced for the WWE Hall of Fame this class,
Steph,
and it's already February.
Steph McMahon.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, you can't be this. I
Triple
want to
H,
say
Triple
so
H,
many.
Triple H saw all the backlash of people being like, "Wow, look what he does as soon as he gets in heaven." And it was like, let's put AJ
He
in.
removed her.
He was like, "All right, so AJ might go to AEW. What can we do? All right, we could put him in the Hall of
Put him in
Fame.
the Hall of Fame.
Keeps him out of AEW,
Immediately.
maybe, and then it clears me of looking bad. It doesn't clear you of looking bad. You still look pretty bad because you're on every cover of 2K besides the main. But sorry. Don't look at Twitter.
Why?
It just don't. You'll start crying, laughing. You have to wait till after.
Dude, I have to
Um,
show you what I have to. I'm sending you something that I need you to see.
and in the main events, which I was surprised about, Javon Evans defeats Gunther in IC Champion Dominic Mysterio in Elimination Chamber triple threat qualifying match. Thought for sure this match was Gunther's to win. But after Dragon Lee emerged from out of nowhere to get payback on Gunther with a ring bell attack, Javon blasted IC champ Dominic Mysterio with the OG cutter to win the triple threat match and qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Now, I don't know about you, but I love Javon Evans, and I love that he's in the chamber. I think he could do some crazy things. Michael Cole mentioned it last night on commentary, talking about the fact that he could do something crazy off the pods, and I think it's possible. I think that's honestly what he's there for.
Hmm.
What?
I'm thinking. Do you see what I sent you? It's on my alt account, but it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Just talk.
I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about Javon Evans winning the triple threat.
Oh yeah. Javon, I mean, I'm so happy they already had him in the main roster in the first place, but now that they're actually utilizing him, it just like it shows that Triple H maybe might be taking some advice from like not like advice, but like fans just like feedback is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because when he didn't like use Blair Davenport a lot,
I didn't like Blair Davenport, so I was happy, but
I didn't really get an opinion on her because I started watching NXT right as she left. So it was more of like, it was just kind of I'll see what she does in the main roster.
I was there for one of her like first main roster matches, and I did not pay attention to it. I'm sorry. She just no.
Yeah, I don't know.
No appeal to me. But we then add Dynamite. Did you watch this? Nice. So even though this kid didn't watch, it had one of the craziest main events of all time of Dynamite history. The show was the fallout from Grand Slam. The show opened with Moxley versus the the Dunkzilla. That's what his name is. The Dunkzilla. God, what's his name? I can't remember. Mark Davis against John Moxley in a Continental Championship Eliminator match. Thought it was pretty good of a match. What was I doing Wednesday?
I don't know.
Don't remember. I did something Wednesday. Maybe I took a nap. I don't know. I went to go. I might have been like playing a game. I don't know. But I started Dynamite a little later because I was doing something. I know that. And I come into the living room to watch it, and Mark Davis's hand is just bleeding. And Moxley. All right, Parker, hold up your hand to the camera, right? Now take your other hand and grab your pinky and your ring finger at the same time. Yep, and start pulling to the right. Or the whatever, away from the other fingers. That's what he was doing to his hand. And it just started bleeding.
Nice.
It was just like blood all over his knuckles. He also like punched the post, which is what started it, and then he just started pulling his fingers apart. So that was a nice sight to see as soon as I walked in there. But thought it was a good match. Mox did pick up the win. Jeez. you know how I was talking about how WWE.com does not give you much info? AEW gives you too much.
What do you mean?
It's
like
like
step by
talking about
step?
it's like before the match on commentary, and then it talks about in the match. But it was honestly, it was a really good match. All of these matches get really close to the time limit. They announced the time at least once in all of these eliminators. So they did the 10 minutes have gone by and 10 minutes remain. Um but it was a really good match, like I said, like 80 times by now. Moxley escaped the rear choke with a finger poke, only for Davis to answer with the clothesline. Moxley avoided another jumping enziguri and stomped Davis into the mat, only to collapse onto it himself and pick up the win with the bulldog choke in the middle of the ring. So that was a pretty decent match, like I said. Worth a rewatch at some point, but not like a must watch match. Um, we then had what was Hangman Adam Page post match comments from Grand Slam Australia talking about MJF. I was not paying attention to this, but Hangman said he wanted a Texas death match. If Hangman loses, he can never challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. Not just for when MJF has it, ever again.
I did see that. I did see that. That's
Um,
interesting.
but MJF does not take the stipulation yet and says that tomorrow night, as of recording this, he and the Cowboy will go into the ring and settle on what the stipulation will be.
Interesting.
Young Bucks versus FTR Revolution. They ambushed FTR and Big Stoke. The funny thing was that FTR was talking a bunch of crap. They super kick them and then they super kick Stoke. So it was pretty funny. Brody King lets people know that he is not done going after the World Championship and will still be going after MJF or Hangman Adam Page. Doesn't matter who the champion is, but he will be going after the AEW Men's World Title. And I'm not against that. The dude is a monster. And I think he's worthy of being a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We then had TBS title 4-way match where Will Nightingale defeated Mina Shirakawa. No, yes. What? I don't remember that. Okay. Will Nightingale defeats Mina Shirakawa, Megasis, Megan Bain, in the Problem Arena Sphere. The reason I was getting thrown off is because I forgot that it was Tony Storm that was best friends with Mina and not Willow, but it's whatever. But this was an okay match. I caught the tail end of it because I was taking my shower, but Willow did pick up the win. And from what I saw, it was pretty good. We also had, after Grand Slam Australia, the next night was House Rules, and that's when they announced that the Inspirations have signed. Formerly in TNA, formerly TNA Knockout Tag Champs, formerly known as the Iconics in the WWE. What's going on? Why do
Vince
they so
McMahon quietly exploring WWE buyback with Saudi backing.
Yeah, the company's over. Um, yeah, so dumb, so dumb.
Interesting.
And then we had Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii defeat Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd in a match where Ishii replaced Roderick Strong, as the week before Roderick left Orange Cassidy at the altar. Just kidding. Left Orange Cassidy at the tag rope. So he is done with the conglomeration and does not want to deal with the unseriousness. The Brawling Birds pick up a win in their debut against Talent Enhancements. Thunder Rosa is back and is going after Tekla's World Championship. Chris Statlander is also looking to regain her World Championship. AEW World Trios Champion, the Jet Kevin Knight, defeats Beast Mordos. Pretty good match. They are pushing Kevin Knight big. And after the match, we saw Will Ospreay's latest return video package. Can't wait for that. I'm wearing my Ospreay shirt right now, but you can't tell because my camera's not working today. The Demand will fight Jet Set Rodeo for the AEW World Trios titles on Collision. They did not pick up the win, I'm pretty sure. And in the main event, Swerve Strickland defeats Kenny Omega. Now, the match itself was great. The two were hitting each other with some of the nastiest strikes and nastiest signatures and nastiest finishes that didn't finish a match that I've seen in a while. But what we really got to talk about, besides Swerve winning, is the fact that after the match, he hit Kenny with a vertebreaker through the announce table, just for the love of the game. That was disgusting. He also took a chain, put it around Kenny's neck, and then threw him over the ropes. So that was even better.
Interesting.
Yeah, I told Parker this and he was like, "Oh, that's nice," because he doesn't watch AEW, which he probably won't have to watch AEW because his whole thing was about the AJ
AJ
Styles,
going,
but
which probably
it's not happening.
most likely will happen. They would definitely Triple H would definitely pay him a crap ton of money too, just to not go.
Moving over to SmackDown for the 20th. Sorry. The undisputed WWE champion Drew McIntyre taunts Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu from his private suite in Inside of Chaos. This was pretty funny. Cody goes out to the ring and Nick Aldis is yelling at him, talking about, oh, I don't worry, Drew's not here. He took the night off, and so of course he didn't care. And he comes back with his own ticket in a private suite, and all this is like, dude, what are you doing? You are trying to start trouble, and he's not wrong at all. But it was pretty funny, decent segment. I'm not too hot on Jacob Fatu right now, but I'm also not hot on the fact that Tama Tonga pinned Ilya Dragunov clean. Don't think the right person won, but it's all because of interference from the MFTs. Tama Tonga then hit the cutthroat stolen hidden blade to pick up the win. After the match, MFTs attacked Ilya. Matt Cardona and Apollo Crews then helped fight him off. The MFTs then saw a ominous message from Uncle Howdy, and next week we'll get Uncle Howdy's first one-on-one match in like 2 years against Solo. So, Jade Cargill vowed to
They didn't even debut 2 years ago, by the way, but that's okay.
Yeah, but it's been like 2 years since they freaking fought somebody. Like one-on-one. It's been forever.
They literally debuted in June 2024.
Yeah, so it's been a year.
Yeah, just about, probably.
Yeah, a year and a half. What? You're making me sound like an idiot. I'm not even that wrong.
You're 4 months off, yo.
No, I'm not. A year and a half?
2 years is like 4 months off.
I didn't say 2 years. I said a month. I said a year and a half.
Yes, you did. You literally said 2 years, like 10 seconds ago.
Jade Cargill vowed to journey to Raw, which I completely missed because I was like, why is she here last night? Completely missed this part. She vowed to journey to Raw in her hometown of Atlanta to hear Liv Morgan's WrestleMania decision. Kiana James defeats Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax, a Women's Elimination Chamber Triple Threat qualifying match, and a upset for some, but honestly, I kind of saw it coming ever since her pretty good performance in the Royal Rumble this year that I didn't see also coming. But yeah, I mean, interesting pick for sure, but underdogs have chances. Charlotte Flair locked in the figure 8 leg lock on Nia Jax. Kiana then crept under the Queen and executed a sneak pin to score the upset victory and qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber. And she will face off against the likes of Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss. Who else? We got Raquel now.
Kiana James.
And
Asuka.
Yes. See, forgettable wrestler, man.
Wow.
Obafemi defeats Kit Wilson. Funny segment. Kit Wilson had a toxic poem for the Obafemi Kingdom. But yeah, he did not win that match at all.
The Obafemi Kingdom.
Tiffany Stratton defeats Alba Fire. Kind of just like a ring rust help match because people were talking about her match last week not being too good. But I don't know. I think it was fine. But Tiffany picked up the win over Alba Fire with the prettiest moonsault ever. And in the Oh no, it wasn't the main event. I thought this was the main event. Trick Williams defeats Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes in men's elimination chamber. Triple threat qualifying match. I'm so glad that he pinned Damian and not Carmelo because I would have hated that. Did love the
Oh yeah.
callbacks to NXT with Melo and Trick where they're matching their gear and teaming up at points, kind of hinting at their past. The crowd was chanting NXT, which I did like. Um, After hitting a trick shot on Damian Priest as he was setting up Carmelo Hayes for the Razor's Edge, Trick hit another trick shot on Priest to pick up the win. I think the right person won here, although I do talk about loving Melo. I definitely think it should have been Trick here. He's on such a hot trail, and don't put a mid card champion in the chamber unless they're gonna win it. Like it just kind of messes with their flow because they have to get pinned. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I agree
the
100%.
rumble, they can get thrown out off guard. It's not the same as getting pinned in a match.
That's completely different. I agree. Which is gonna suck for Javon, but they're probably gonna do another crazy RKO, or maybe he goes for like the OG cut or Cody catches him.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't see Javon winning, but I'd be sick if he did. Rhea Ripley defeats Julia by disqualification. Nia and Lash attack the women's tag team champion Rhea Ripley during the non-title match against Women's United States champion to end the explosive showdown. Io quickly emerged to even the odds, and Rio expelled the irresistible forces from the ring. They got a new tag team name. What do you think about it, Parker?
Who got a new tag team name?
Lash and Nia.
What is it?
The irresistible forces.
Oh,
Because Nia
I mean,
is
I guess
the
it makes
irresistible
sense because
force.
they probably could have like made it more Lash
Yo,
based
guys,
too.
Parker's
Like,
is so funny. Parker's just so funny. I texted him record, and he just texted me no.
they probably could have made it more like Lash based too. Like if she had a nickname, add that to it. But
The irresistible
I didn't even know.
legends.
Sure.
The legendary forces.
All right. Yeah. Whatever. I didn't even know they had a new nickname till you just told me. So.
In the main event, a shocking win where Aleister Black defeats Randy Orton, which is kind of crazy with the fact that he's in the chamber and Aleister's not.
Completely pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it wasn't super super dirty, but it was still a Drew McIntyre involvement with the title. But it was like he definitely had help, obviously, with a title shot in WWE's like freaking insanity. But thought it was pretty decent of a match. Thought it was cool to see Aleister win.
I'm happy Alistair. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm happy Alistair's in the main event and winning. That's awesome to see.
Yeah, I mean, last time he was in the main event, he lost to Damien in the ambulance match, which is actually a pretty good match that I was surprised about. But no, I thought it was a good show, better than what I expected it to be.
Definitely, it was good for SmackDown.
All
Best way to put it.
right. So we already talked about the AJ Lee match, and we didn't talk about any of the other ones, but we got to do Elimination Chamber 2026 predictions.
We both have AJ, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we both have AJ. Then we have CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. 3, 2, 1. Finn Balor.
Punk. Wow.
Finn Balor is solely on the fact that it would be cool, and predictions. I just gotta do something. Have one
different.
Yeah.
I would be fine losing the title if Finn won.
Yeah, I think that's a good compromise. We'll go with the men's chamber because I think it's less predictable. So we have Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes versus Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Jay Uso, which was supposed to be Bronson Reed. Winner will face Drew McIntyre with no choice because they have already chose Punk for Roman. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
Yeah, it's the easiest choice of all time. And then Jacob somehow gets added in at some point. And probably the hardest match to predict, the Women's Elimination Chamber match, Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Kiana James versus Raquel Rodriguez. Winner will face Jade Cargill, as Liv Morgan picked Stephanie Becker last night. I'm between 2. Maybe 3. 2.5.
I'm between 2. as well.
I think we have the same 2, but I think my half.
No, I think we have one of them the same, but I have like I guess you could say like a sleeper.
I'm
If that
going with
makes
my
sense.
sleeper.
Go for it.
All
You
right,
say it first because I know your
3,
sleeper's not the same as
2,
mine.
1.
Yeah.
Raquel Rodriguez.
I have Rhea, but my sleeper was Alexa.
I had Alexa last year, and you had
You did?
you had Bailey.
Yeah, we both got that wrong.
Yeah. But those are our picks. That is the podcast. At least you guys got one this week. It was only 36 minutes ish, but better than
Sorry.
nothing. Better than nothing. We'll try to edit those videos. Parker, it is time for match and wrestler of the week.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little cheat code and go back a week. Because to be honest, this week was kind of eh. Let me just double check when this happened. When was this? Do you know your
I
wrestler?
don't know who to give my wrestler of the week to, bro. Because nothing like insane happened. Like next week, I obviously know who it's gonna be.
Yes, I mean whoever wins the men's chamber, women's chamber, or something.
No, it's gonna be AJ.
Oh.
This week I have no clue.
Would that have been last week? No. Because that would have been, yeah, it would have been the 11th. No, wait. I don't know. I'm doing math in my head.
I don't
I
know who to
don't think
give.
I'm doing it right.
Who do I give it to? Give me some. Give me some.
You could do one of the guys that I'm thinking about for match of the week, AEW side. I'm trying to think. If YouTube could load and I can check the podcast episodes, that'd be nice.
I'm gonna give my wrestler of the week to Kenny Omega.
Oh, okay.
Just because I feel bad that he's dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that match.
That's literally like I just like okay.
Let
My
me
condolences.
let me double check when the other match that I'm thinking of happened. If it was the week prior,
I honestly have no clue what you're thinking of right now.
that's 2 weeks ago. So when was this posted? If this was posted like the 10th or something, that means I can pick a match that I'm thinking of. Let's see. All right, Jonas, you're annoying. Yeah, okay. I'll go with my match of last week was Kyle Fletcher versus Tommaso Ciampa, TNT title match from Dynamite. This week is Kenny versus Swerve, but if I had to pick one, it is Kyle versus Tommaso, in my opinion. I like that match more.
Yeah, my condolences to Kenny Omega. I hope you're doing all right.
All right, that is it for this week's episode, Parker. We'll see you in the next one.